Welcome to Kenpo University. My name's Al Babinick and I'm your instructor. Today, I just want to talk about the angles of your techniques. Now, a lot of times, people get caught up in doing the techniques perfect for tests and everything like that. All I want to talk about real quick is just because a technique says that it's coming from 12 o'clock or the guy's trying to kick you from 6 o'clock or whatever, it doesn't make a difference. If I'm doing delayed sword and it's supposed to be coming from 12 o'clock, which is you, there's other angles the technique's going to work pretty good on, and then there's going to be angles where it's not going to work at all right? So if you are in front of me and throwing the right punch, I'm going to do, I know delayed sword could be done against a grab or a punch. I like doing it against a punch, but say the punch is coming in, I'm going to step back, do my block in my chamber, and I'm good to go. If the guy was coming in from this direction over here instead of 12 o'clock, so if he was coming in from 1:30 up towards that time, I could still just look, oh, there he is, he's coming at me. I could still hit in chamber as I'm ready to go. If the guy was coming in from 10:30, where he's coming in from over here, as I turn and look, I just have to hit and come back and I'm ready to go on that. Once I start coming in from this side, my hand almost has to do all kinds of extra stuff to get there. It's got to kind of come around too much almost, okay? So you might be able to get something going in if the guy was coming in straight from 3 o'clock. And if he was coming in from 9 o'clock over here, I suppose I could spin and try to do this, but I really wouldn't want to, all right? And then the other times, I wouldn't want to do 5 swords on the other times unless I do all kinds of fancy footwork. And remember, you have to hit the guy relatively quickly, otherwise he's going to keep punching you. So if you have to do fancy footwork and you have to take 3 steps to get into position, it's probably too late, all right? But all I want to get at is that when you're doing your techniques, try to go on some different angles and just take a look and see, yeah, that feels good. Oh no, my hand had to go all the way up and over to make that work. So if I was doing deflecting hammer, I like doing deflecting hammer out of a fighting stance. So if I'm in my fighting stance, when the guy's coming in, yeah, I can block down really easy when I shuffle back. If the guy was coming in from over here, I could still block down and shuffle back. If the guy was coming in from over here, do you see how my hand would have to come up, around, and then back over this way to get my block? That wouldn't be a good way to do that. And that's why we have thrusting salute and other techniques like that. So we have some inside techniques and outside techniques. But it's just the idea that try different angles when you're doing your techniques. And when you find out that these 2 angles work good or these 5 angles work good, but these 3 don't, it's not a bad answer. When you find out, boy, I really don't want to do delayed sword if the guy's behind me, that's still good information for you, all right? So just take a look at your techniques. Have people attack you. I have a universal, or not a universal pattern. I have the 8 lines of attack and defense on the floor in my studio, and just stand in the middle, have somebody else, have guys coming in from different directions, and see how well you can do your techniques. So it's all up to you. Do the work. Thank you for watching this video production from Kenpo University.